We have a light, medium, and dark roast. They all have different flavor profiles. So
A group of St. Louis City School students set up at the Tower Grove Farmers Market every Saturday from spring to fall to sell their coffee, and it's for a refreshing cause. This is the Show Me the World project, where students from select schools in underserved communities learn from a robust curriculum that will prepare them to study abroad at the end of the school year. It was originally named the Show Me Costa Rica project by founder Samantha Lurie, a teacher at Vashon High School. 10 years ago, after a school swap with Clayton High School, the students noticed that there were a lot of educational opportunities that wasn't present in their school and wanted to know if it was possible for them.
And we had a big discussion at the end of the day with the principal about education equity. And so one of the opportunities that they saw was a flyer in the cafeteria that said, it's advertising international trips, sign up here. And they were blown away by that. They were like, Miss Lurie, what? How do they get the chance to travel international? That's just like a dream of mine.
Samantha worked with staff, parents, and the community to start this program, and it quickly turned into a huge success. Fundraising even got a lot easier with the start of their coffee business. This was started by co-founder Sylvester Chisholm and students while visiting a coffee farm in Costa Rica.
It was like an aha moment between myself and a few students, like, well, what if we figure this out to make the coffee a part of the programming? We could use it as a teaching tool. It's agriculture, it's entrepreneurship, it's branding, it's marketing, it's fundraising. Now we have a very strong entrepreneurial component to the program that's built around a coffee business, the Show Me the World Project Coffee, that you can find in grocery stores all across St. Louis in the Fresh Times.
When the students traveled to different countries, they learned the process of making coffee from start to finish, from farming, harvesting, and packaging it up to sell to their communities back in St. Louis. One last thing that the students do before they leave the country is take a field trip to the Missouri Botanical Gardens. This is where they'll learn more about what they'll see in the country they are visiting. This field trip is led by co-founder Boima Aduapong and her fellows from Washington University.
I primarily look and focus on the science curriculum and build that out for the project. And then also figuring out new activities that the students can do, looking at other study systems that they'll be studying at the different countries. So right now we're going to be going to Ecuador. And so that was something that I wanted to incorporate within our curriculum. So I was able to get that changed and incorporate it so that the students could have that understanding.
Exactly. So you have these different life forms that are able to survive because they've decided to choose a different way to get in nutrients.
You get to know the students on a different level. It's completely different than just teaching a student in the classroom, right? It's a different relationship. You get to be the one to see the firsts of everything. First time on a plane, first time leaving St. Louis, first time with a passport, first time going to the beach. Like, those are my favorite moments of just like being able to experience that with other students, because I know how powerful the international traveling can be and how much it changes you.
What advice do you have for them? Is it worth it?
So one of lifetime opportunities you don't really...
And the best one of a lifetime.
Yeah.
When you expose youth to things that maybe they haven't seen, you show them the possibilities, you show them the world that could exist for them, it really creates that bright spot and leads to that success that we're looking for after high school.
We break down barriers to open doors, and we are opening doors because of the collective community that has come together here in St. Louis and across the nation.
And next spring, this chapter of students will be going to where it all started 10 years ago, Costa Rica.
I've never traveled outside the country. I've never even been on a plane. So that will be very exciting for me.
We have other amazing coffee options like Honduras, Ethiopia.